drop it.
Hello everyone and welcome to Cheap Noise in the House, the channel where we talk about electronic games and music production. I'm Cheap Noise and survey says I'm in the house. The heck is this? Oh no! Nerd alert! Nerd alert! Nerd alert! Yes, today we're going to talk about something that makes me feel and look like a complete nerd. This is the Talkboy Shock Rocker. This was released in 1997 by Tiger Electronics. And yeah, this is just a little boombox, you know, for kids to carry and rap over, and it's kind of like a beatbox. It's pretty cool, except they did a lot of stuff wrong here. And in this video, we're going to take a look at everything they did wrong. So if you're not into nerdy content, I'd say skip this one, because it's going to be pretty nitty-gritty in the terms of it. This was sent to me by Pixel XQ, by the way, so thank you so much, Pixel, for sending this to me. He's amazing at what he does. Go check out his channel. I said it one more time. I said it before. I'll say it again. He does a lot of great toy videos, like a series called Now Then VTech What's the Jank, where he reviews really old VTech toys from the early 2000s, late 2000s, and shows the jank within them. Yeah, it's really interesting, so go check that out. Anyway, this is, as I said, the Talkboy Shock Rocker. Was released by Tiger in 1997. It takes 3 AAA batteries at the back here. And you might recognize the name Talkboy for something else, because if you're into cinema and have watched Christmas movies before, you might know of a movie called Home Alone 2. Basically, Kevin had this cassette recorder called the Talkboy, where he used to record his voice onto it. And then when he gets lost in New York, he changes his voice, basically pitches it down on the tape recorder to make it sound like he's an adult during a hotel reservation. You probably know what Home Alone is, you probably know what a Talkboy is by now, but Tiger Electronics re-released the Talkboy as a real toy, because before it was just a prop. So in 1992, I think, it got released as a real toy, and during the 90s, they had a lot of kind of experimentation with the brand. Anything from the Talkboy Jr., which was completely digital. It had a record button, play button, and it had, it has 6 sound effects button. There was the Talkboy Watch, which was basically a Talkboy digital one, where you can set an alarm, and the alarm would ring the voice recording that you did on the watch. So that was pretty cool. And they also did this, the Shock Rocker. Now, as previously said, this is kind of a rap, beatbox, boombox thing. You're supposed to rap over this, as far as I understand it. But let's take a look at it pretty quickly. So, on the back, you have the speaker here, which sounds pretty good. There's a lot of bass into it. It sounds okay. Over here, you have the battery compartment that takes 3 AAA batteries. It has 2 screws, one here and one here. If we flip it to the front, you have a few controls, including this big old button, which we'll talk about later. This is kind of your chorus button, if you want to call it that. Over here, you have 4 triangular buttons. The first one on the left is the swing. So there's actually a sensor, and it's kind of a spring inside that detects if you swing it like this, and it will create a sound effects. There are 6 sound effects to choose from. Over here is the backing track, or the beat. You have 2 beats to choose from. Over here, you have the vocals, or as I like to call it, the chorus. You have 3 vocal tracks to choose from. And over here, you have your play and pause. Unlike the original Talkboy, there's no pitch change or any speed control in this. There's no recording in this. It's kind of the only Talkboy product that doesn't record. It's kind of weird when you think about it. But yeah, anyway, let's turn it on. There's a switch here to turn it on. It will make a little noise. And as you can hear, there's a lot of buzzing. Let me close it to back to mic. You can hear the buzzing. It's pretty loud. So by this point, you can swing it to play the sound effect. You can change the sound effect with this button here. So as you can see, there's another sound. It's pretty sensitive, so sometimes it double triggers, but you know, that's the thing that happens. Another sound. Another sound. This one is pretty cool. And the final sound. which is kind of a cool bass line. Then let's go to the vocals, because the vocals are fabulous in this thing. You can hear the first vocal sound by pressing this button. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it again. Yeah, from now on, I just call it the oh yeah oh. From now on, just call it the oh yeah thing. That's how I call it. You can switch vocal sound by hitting this button. So this is the second one. And finally, here's the best one of all, the third one. Oh, God. Hang on, I got an idea. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I have an idea. Drum here. There you go. That was the worst dance song you've ever heard on the radio. And it's not even on the radio. Anyway, so yeah, there are the 3 vocal sounds. Now let's look at the different beats. You have 2 beats to choose from. This is the first one. Oh, it turned off. Yes, it also has a really short sleep timer. You have to turn it back on. Here's the first beat. You know, pretty fast for rap, but I guess old school rap maybe. Here's the second one. And finally, here's the play button. So let's play this beat. You might just realize that it loops absolutely horribly, and you probably can't do any rapping on this because there's a measure that's what, 9/8 time, I guess. It's weird. And here's the second beat. And again, it doesn't loop properly. So none of the beats loop properly. Now, there's a trick to this. You just hit the button in time, basically. And there you go. That gives you somewhat of a steady bit. One thing you'll also notice is the sounds don't fit at all with the music. And that is because, I can't believe they did this, the sounds are way too high pitch, way too high in speed to fit with the song. They're approximately 2 semitones too high, which means they're pretty much not guaranteed to fit with the music. Listen to this. Come on. You know, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Guys, it doesn't fit. Neither do the vocals, by the way. Oh, I didn't do it at the right time. This is just horrible. Stop it, man. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, it's just... This is so bad it's funny kind of territory. There's just nothing that fits together. It's just... Oh, man. Okay, next up, I'm going to show you how to do the test mode on this because my good friend Pixel figured it out. Basically, you hit the first 3 buttons and turn it on. So, there's a lot of audio here, for 1997 especially. There's quite a lot of things going on. It's just the things they did with it you know, if they would make the rap beats loop properly, if they would make the sound effects and the vocals play in the right key, then maybe it would be something pretty cool. I just think they didn't care. So that's why we have this kind of bizarre oddity that I believe there's no videos on YouTube about this. No one really knows what it is. It's just kind of a weird thing, and that's kind of why I like it. I like it just because how weird and how horrible in a certain way it is. It's just so 90s and so, I don't know, it's just so bad that it's good in a certain extent, you know? Okay, I proved that it's bad, but you never know unless you try it. So here I go trying to rap on camera. This is gonna be freaking awful. Let's go. As I walk, no. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's much left, because I've been less, so, you just can't. And then it turns off. Anyway, this was a short review on the Talkboy Shock Rocker from Tiger from 1997. I have to say, even though it's pretty bad, thank you so much, PixelXU, for sending this to me. I've been curious about this for a very long time, and I have to say, I'm not disappointed, so thank you so much. And stay tuned, because soon enough, I'll make a full track out of the Talkboy Shock Rocker. Why do I do this?